The year is 2021, and yet despite 4 years of not playing Super Mario Odyssey, I decided to return to it. This game has an incredible community around it, competitive and casual. So, why is this game so great? Well, let's take a delve into the first kingdom, Cap Kingdom, to find out what's so good about this newish classic in the Mario series. So, yada yada yada, Bowser fights Mario, Mario gets launched to oblivion, and Mario's hat gets ripped up. Man, that's overdramatic. Anyway, cue Cap Kingdom! So, here we are. The very first world. The tutorial of the game. And Nintendo does a brilliant job with this. Starting off and pretending I don't know what to do, the game starts us off with something interesting. The camera. Most games teach the player how to move first, but here Nintendo opts to teach the player camera controls first. Only after moving the camera do we get access to jumping and moving. And then your direction is directed towards Cappy, who has a big exclamation mark over their head. So, obviously, the natural course of action is to follow him. But for those who don't, here's some secrets you can find. We're introduced to some frog buddies, who we can't do anything with now, but can later. There's also a moon rock in the distance, where you can find secrets post-game. Anyways, once I do follow Cappy, and showing off my copious amounts of spin pounds and failed attempts to be a speedrunner, we obtain Cappy as a companion, and the whole world opens up a bit more. In fact, we get what I like to call the Cappy Playground. You learn how to break boxes, pull wooden stakes from the ground, take down posters, grow flowers, and if you start fooling around, you can make Cappy latch onto lanterns for an extended period of time. Another neat thing is that there's this guy that tells you how the controls work, so that's good for anyone who's starting out. But for a professional gamer as myself, we can just move on as I know most of the tricks to this game. Once the player starts to leave the main hub of Cap Kingdom, they encounter their way to a big tower, but no way to get across. The player then can pull the lever with Cappy. Oh, and here you can see me messing up a speedrun trick. Anyways, now we have this nice big bridge, and everyone's first instinct should be to roll down it because it seems really, really fun. Until we meet our first enemy. These little Goombas don't deal a lot of damage and aren't hard to beat, but they show the player that you can die. The player then enters Cap Tower, where we learn the capture mechanic. By throwing Cappy on the frogs we saw earlier, we can turn into them and make high jumps that Mario normally can't. Except he technically can. With precise jumps and some nice Cappy throws, you don't need the frog. Technically. Anyways, this tower gives the player their first experience with the capture system, and with some exploration, the player learns how the frog works. Once at the top, the player can open the chest by throwing Cappy, giving them an extra health heart, and then can enter the topmost power where we're introduced to the wacky and weird... Oh, look at them. Such a great family photo op. Once we step on the main platform, they explain that Bowser prepared this and he's the boss. And then we fight our first boss, Topper. He can be beaten without Cappy, but by throwing him at Topper, you remove the caps on him, allowing you to jump on him and deal damage. repeat this a couple of times, and then eventually, Cappy, come on. Cappy will tell you to capture the wire, and the tutorial's done! Or part 1 anyways. Cascade Kingdom is a whole new tutorial, but that's for another time. And there's the end of Cap Kingdom. Cap Kingdom is an amazing tutorial that allows the player to move around in a sandbox-like area. It's great for beginning players and teaches the beginners and pros how to move Cappy and Mario. This is a great area for the inclusion of Super Mario Odyssey because it teaches the beginners how to play and is a very fun little area for speedrunners to run. And that's why Cap Kingdom is a great tutorial for what this game, Super Mario Odyssey, has become. If you want to see more of this type of thing, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!